everyone, let's look at today's question. Impact of benefits on businesses. Remember that before we can answer, we must look at our cognitive verb or our action word. The action word here is impact. Over here, the learner must discuss the advantages and the disadvantages. Remember also that split marks are awarded over here. Let's look at our content. For the positive impacts of benefits on businesses, we know that it improves the productivity, and this improved productivity leads to higher profitability. Attractive fringe benefit packages also cause higher worker retention, which also means that we have less or a lower rate of staff or worker turnover. The negative impacts of benefits on businesses is that fringe benefits are additional costs, and this can cause cash flow problems in the business. Another negative is that fringe benefits can reduce business profit, and this means that compensation costs are higher. Let's look at the keywords. For the positives, we look at the word productivity and higher worker retention. For the negatives of benefits, we look at additional costs and also at reduces business profit. Now we will look at the images that we trust will help you remember the content. Our first image for the positives, and that goes with productivity, is two cogs that work with each other. The one wheel, when it turns, helps the other wheel to turn. This will hopefully help you remember that productivity is one of the positive benefits or impacts of benefits on a business. Our second image is that of a magnet and the employee. And hopefully this image will remind you that when we offer our staff fringe benefits, the employee is attracted just like a magnet to the business and keeps them in the business for longer. For negatives, we see an image of what looks like money with a letter R in the middle. This will hopefully remind you of rands, and we see some fire in the background. So we think of money burning, and this is hopefully going to remind you of additional costs. Our last image, we can see a bar or some bars, and we see an arrow pointing downwards. We see some rands in the bars, and hopefully this will remind you that money is decreasing, and this will then lead you to reduces business profit. Let's remove most of the content now. We are left with, for the positive impacts of benefits on a business, productivity and higher worker retention. For negative impacts, we are left with additional costs and reduces business profit. Let's remove the keywords. Over to you now, learners, to see if you can remember the content. Good luck!